So take a look at my awesome YouTube studio. Isn't it nice? So I've got these large windows here, these large glass windows, and they are letting the warm sunlight come in and brighten up my space. And I really like these huge glass windows because they let me enjoy the beautiful outdoor weather, and it inspires me to make these awesome videos. Well, actually, I'm sitting in front of a green screen. So this is my makeshift 10 by 10 feet garage area. With the power of green screen and the right lighting, I'm able to turn this average setup into something really impressive. And the best part is that you don't need any expensive software or hardware equipment to make this happen. So in today's video, I will share my secrets that will help you transform your YouTube setup into something truly amazing. Obviously, the first thing that you need is a decent quality green screen. Don't worry, you don't have to break the bank on this one. I recommend checking out some budget green screen kits on Amazon. So the one that I am using, the one behind me, I got this for around 90 bucks and it comes with a stand to hang the green screen. I have linked it in the video description below if you want to check this particular model out. Now, a lot of people get hung up on the quality and texture of the fabric for the green screen, but let me tell you a little secret. It does not matter. As long as you have a decent green screen kit, you will be able to achieve the desired effect provided you have good lighting. If you can get the lighting right, your green screen removal is going to be very easy. So pay attention to your lighting setup, and in my opinion, you will be on your way to creating a professional looking YouTube studio just like what I have here. So for lighting, I am personally using Dasny D50 LED video light kit. I've got 4 of them here, so 2 of them are right here in front of me and they are lighting up my face and my table and this work area here. And I've got 2 of them behind me on the side. They are slightly out of the camera, and these 2 lights, they are lighting up my green screen. You can get these lights from Amazon either individually or in pair of 2. If you want to check them out, I have put links in the video description below, so feel free to click on these links. So here are the reasons why I think these LED lights, why they are so awesome. So first of all, they come with a large 15.4 inch LED panel with a built-in diffuser that creates a soft studio friendly light which is very friendly to your camera, that can be adjusted with the included remote control. So this is the remote control you get, and this remote control will allow you to adjust both the brightness as well as the color temperature of the light. Now these lights are super bright. So for example, these 2 lights, the one in front of me, they are only set at 50% brightness, and this is despite the fact that the camera that I'm using is a crop sensor camera, so it actually needs a lot of light. But in spite of that, 50% brightness is more than enough. Since I'm trying to match my studio lighting to the outside sunlight, I have set them to a color temperature of 5500 Kelvin. But here is the real kicker. These lights have a high CRI of 96 plus, which means they produce accurate and natural looking colors, perfect for green screen removal scenarios. So for example, in my setup, you can see the warm sunlight behind me coming from the glass panel. So to make it real, I have to match the color temperature indoor of my video to this outdoor sunlight. And if the color temperature does not match, then you can immediately tell that this is all fake. Now I really love this remote control. This is a wireless remote control, and this will let you adjust both the brightness and the color temperature from here. So while I'm sitting, I can increase or decrease the brightness of these lights, or I can adjust the color temperature. I don't need to get up from my seat. I can use this remote control to switch between different channels, and the channels are needed if you have multiple lights and you want to create like groups. So for example, I have these 2 lights created as one group. So I can change the brightness and color temperature of both these lights and keep them in sync. So I can do that with the remote, and similarly for these other 2 lights, I can have a different channel set up for those lights, and I can go and make those changes. So this remote is really awesome. So these lights come with a sturdy light stand that can be adjusted in height and angle. And you want the height and angle of these 2 lights to be adjustable. The reason being that the lights in front of me, I have raised them higher as compared to these 2 lights on the side, and they are tilted at an angle of 45 degree. And you need to do this because otherwise what will happen is that you will see the reflection of these lights in my glasses. So if you wear glasses, you don't want the lights to be at the same height as your camera, because then simple high school physics, angle of incidence is angle of reflection. So the light will come, hit my glasses and go directly in the camera, and you will see a reflection. Now the lights behind me, they are lower in height, and that allows them to perfectly uniformly lit up my green screen. So you can do all those adjustments because the built-in stand is actually actually pretty good and it's pretty stable. So I'm not worried about the stand, toppling and hitting my head while I'm making a video. So I think this is really high quality stand that comes with this light. Added bonus is that you can power these lights using either an AC adapter or two NP-F series batteries. Now the batteries are not included, but you do get the AC adapter included with your lights, and that's all you need if you have an indoor setup. So I'm not going anywhere, so I don't need batteries. If you do need batteries, you can buy them from Amazon. These batteries are not very expensive. Now these lights also come with a barn door, and the barn door you can use to guide the light in any direction. So the ones in front of me, I have set them so that the light is mostly coming on my face. And you can also notice that I'm not using any kind of a large diffuser umbrella, which you see a lot of YouTubers use. The reason I don't need those umbrellas is because these DASNY D50 LED lights, they include a diffuser panel. So that automatically diffuses the light and you don't see harsh shadows on my face. So I think this is the key for a clean green screen removal. You need to have really good quality lighting. If your lighting sucks, then everything will suck. Okay, now let's talk about how exactly are you going to remove the green screen. So once you are done recording your video, the next step is to remove the green screen in post. You can accomplish this in softwares like Adobe Premiere Pro, but I have got a better suggestion. I will recommend everyone use DaVinci Resolve. Now with DaVinci Resolve, you don't even need to purchase the expensive studio license. There is a free version of DaVinci Resolve, completely legal. You can download it from Blackmagic website, and that software will help you remove green screen without any issues. So now let's go to my workstation and I will show you guys exactly how I do the green screen removal process in DaVinci Resolve. Okay, so I've got my video here in DaVinci Resolve. I will drop it into my timeline. The first thing I will do is I will select the video. Here in the bottom right now I am in the Edit tab. So the one next to it is the Fusion tab. So you click on that and that takes you to the Fusion tab. So here we have the input and the output node. So what you have to do is it's already selected. Click again if it's not selected, and then press Shift and space, and that brings this select tool. So look for something called Delta Keyer. So all you have to type is DEL and that's enough. You will see Delta Keyer. Click on add and the Delta Keyer gets added here. And this is why I love DaVinci Resolve, because this thing is really powerful. So with Delta Keyer selected, you come here and you see this, this is the color selection tool. Click here and keep it clicking, okay? And just drag it here like this. So now what you're doing is you're telling DaVinci Resolve that this green screen is what I want to remove. So drop it anywhere on the screen. Usually I would recommend that you drop it at a place where the screen is darker. So in my case, usually here in the bottom, it's relatively dark. So I kind of drop it here, somewhere here. Ideally, like I said, if you have lit up your screen nicely, then the screen will be uniformly lit up, and so then you can just drop it anywhere, it won't matter. So once you have done that, you come here and click on matte. And then you go here in the final result and you click on matte. And as you can see, the whole screen has become black. So it has pretty much already taken care of. You don't need to do anything. You can just from this point onward, we can completely remove the green screen as is. But I want to be a little more, professional. So what I will do is I will play with the threshold. So this, depending on your lighting situation, you will have to play with this to see what happens. So your goal is that the screen should be completely black and you should be completely white. So kind of like those Apple iPod commercials, right? So try doing that. If you make it too much, then you screw up the whole thing, right? So you don't want that. So in my case, from my previous experience, I know that around 0.3 gives me the best result. So what happens is when I set it to 0.3, the green color on my hair and all that halo effect, it removes that. So it makes my green screen removal look more professional. So I use 0.3. You can play with this and see whatever works for you. Now once you have done that, you come here and make this final result. So it looks like this, green screen is gone. Now we don't want the rest of the room to be visible because it kind of looks weird. So I will cut myself out of this green screen. So for that, you come back here, click anywhere outside of these. You want the Delta Keyer to get unselected. So double click here. And now we will again do the same thing, Shift space, okay? Shift space and you type polygon. So just type POL and that will give you polygon. You add it. Now what we will do is we will press the button Alt, and while Alt is pressed, you bring your mouse here, draw a line here, and don't release the Alt button, okay? Leave the Alt pressed, release the mouse button, and you will get these options. Select garbage matte. Now select the polygon here, and we will just cut myself out of it. I want to get the whole table. Yeah, so that's good enough. So now from here I will just draw a line like this and just cut myself out, and then finish the loop. So when you complete the polygon, I get removed. So what you need to do is come here and click on invert. So then I come back, and guess what? That's it. We are done. Come back here, and now you can see green screen is gone. So the final step would be press Alt and select the video and move it to the upper layer, and then we will bring our background. So I already have this image of my fake studio, so I bring the image here and I just drop it like that, and there you go. Look at how clean the screen, it looks like I'm here. Now you will notice that I look too small. It looks like the room is too big and I am like a hobbit or something. So here you will have to play with the geometry. So I want to make myself 20% bigger. So I will say 1.2 like that. And then I will move myself up so that I am nicely in the center. Maybe I will position myself slightly like that. But see how cleanly it cut, like, the part where we chopped it off, you don't see any kind of artifact, and it's almost impossible to, you don't see any green spillage here, which you will see with a lot of people who do green screen effect. You can see that on the edges, you see a lot of green, spill effect taking place. None of that is here happening, and it's because we are using very good quality lighting. So that's the key. So that's it. Your green screen is done. So now you know how to transform any ordinary looking room into a fancy YouTube studio. I will drop a link to the green screen that I am using as well as the Dasny D50 LED light kit if you are interested in purchasing either of those two. So guys, let me know in the comment section below what you think of my final studio. How does it look? Does it look fake? Does it look complete trash, or does it look decent? If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.